Hey, this is Mike from the 1000K to Tokyo kayaking expedition, an over 700-mile journey up the Pacific coast of Japan to Tokyo with the goal of doing trash research. So previously on the Japan to Korea kayaking expedition, which was the first international kayaking expedition between the two countries, we were sponsored by Seattle Sports. They provided us 3 Froskpak coolers. Now for this current expedition, these things were so cool from the last time, I wanted to use them again, so I decided to use them for this current expedition. And I used them in a very different way, and I was very surprised how well they worked. For this current expedition, it was over 60 days, where I had to support myself for 2 weeks at a time to keep enough food so I could survive for that time, of about 2 weeks at a time if I didn't reach land or if I didn't have a place to get food. And I packed this to the brim with food. I mean, probably easily 20 pounds of food in this. And I was carrying this for up to 20, 30 minutes, sometimes an hour, walking in between small cities and small stores so I can fill this up with food and go back on the expedition. And I have to say, I completely expected the holders to pop. I mean, I was almost positive. And if they did pop, I was like, that's fine, you know, they've been through so much. But even though they carried all that weight from 60 days, they're still strong. Astounding. I really can't believe it. Also, the cool thing about this is that I used this because there was so much weight in this at one time that I actually used it to hold down my tent during bad weather. And you can see here a picture of that. And I did that because I'm very confident the bottom, I mean, this is made of really, really well reinforced material. So although it was rubbing against the ground and getting pulled by the tent when the tent was actually moving in the wind, no rips, nothing. I mean, even when there was water in the bulkheads, which I stored this in, I mean, there was no water coming inside whatsoever. And let me talk about the bulkheads. For kayakers, you don't have a lot of space to put stuff in your kayak. You need to compress things really small. And fortunately for this, I could really jam this down. I mean, you can compress this as much as you want and it's fine, completely okay. So this is one of its kind. I really recommend if you're an expedition kayaker, you just want to have something that can fit inside your kayak, or you're not worried about carrying a lot of weight because these straps are bomb-proof, pick up the Froskpak cooler. I used this so far for 2 of the expeditions I've done, 2 of the most longest expeditions I've done. 2 were also unsupported expeditions. And this gear is still looking like new. I'm really surprised after 700 miles of kayaking. But nonetheless, doing absolutely excellent. No problems at all. And highly recommend you pick it up. This is the Froskpak cooler from Seattle Sports.